Hello Falcons, this is Mrs. Martin, and these are notes on properties of logarithms. We're hoping that you've already watched the YouTube video where a man describes the three properties. Now today we're going to do an assignment that uses those properties. So here are the notes. Number 1, use the properties of logs to expand the expressions. Simplify when possible. All right, when we say expand, we're going to write this as more than one log. So right now, number 1 says log base 2 of the product 8, a to the third b. Using my properties, when I have a product here on the value, I can write several logs using addition. So number 1, I'm going to write log base 2 of 8 plus log base 2 of a to the third plus log base 2 of b. Property states addition of logs with the same base can be shown as one log with a product here with the value. Well, here I'm expanding it. Now, my directions say simplify when possible. Well, this first logarithm here, log base 2 of 8, what power of 2 gives you 8? Well, that expression there is worth 3. The second log, this 3, I can use another property and put the 3 in front. So I could write the second log as plus 3 times log base 2 of a, and then the third log is simplified. So log base 2 of b. There's the answer to number 1. Number 2, we're going to expand this. Simplify when possible. This time we have a quotient or division. Well, I can write this log base 5 of the numerator, which is the square root of x, minus log base 5 of the denominator, which is 25. Now I simplify. The second logarithm, what power of 5 is 25? That's equal to 2. The first logarithm, square root, I want to review that. A square root can be written as an exponent. So this could be x to the power of 1/2. Square root and 1/2 power are the same thing. Then, using the property that states I can take this power and put it out in front, I'm going to finish the problem. 1/2 times log base 5 of x minus 2. Number 3. Number 3's direction says use properties of logs to condense the expressions. Simplify when possible. Number 3. All logs here have base 3. I'm going to go left to right because that's how you do a math problem, and I'm going to simplify this or condense. So when I have addition, I can take 15 and 3 and multiply them. So I'm going to write the first two logs as log base 3 of 15 times 3. 15 times 3 is 45. Then I'm going to take the third log, subtraction of log base 3 of 5, and I'm going to write it down. Now I have subtraction. Well, the property states I can write one log, base 3, and 45 and 5, I divide them. 45 divided by 5 is 9, and then I simplify. 3 to what power is 9? This answer is 2. So number 3, that great big long expression, actually is equal to 2. Number 4, we're going to use the properties to condense and then simplify when possible. All right, just like any math problem, we're going to do what's in parentheses first. Here I have log base a and I have subtraction. So inside the parentheses, I can write log base a, and x and y I'm going to show as division. Over here with 4 times log base a of w, I'm going to use my property and move the 4 over here to the w. So I'm going to put plus log base a w to the 4th. I'm going to put it right there. All right, this 3 out in front. When I do the same property I just did with this 4, I want you to know that I have to distribute this 3 not only to the numerator but also the denominator. So I'm going to write this first log, log base a, and then I'm going to take x over y to the 3rd power. And then I'm going to distribute the power of 3. So this is log base a, x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. Now I have two logs here, base a. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it together as one log, base a, and I'm going to multiply the values. So I have x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd, times w to the fourth. Well, this w to the fourth is going to be on the numerator. So I'm going to say w to the fourth over 1. And then I'm going to multiply these. So final answer, log base A, x to the third, w to the fourth, over y to the third. Number 4 is a tough problem. If you understand it, that's great. Last two. 5 and 6, directions say evaluate each expression. All right, number 5, log base 5 of 125. That looks pretty easy, but the negative 4 up here makes it a little bit harder. So guess what? We're going to use our property, and the property states if I have a power, I have the right to put it out in front as multiplication. So I'm going to say negative 4 times log base 5 of 125. Well, I can do this log right now. 5 to what power is 125? That's 3. Now I take negative 4 times 3, and negative 4 times 3, negative 12. So the property of taking an exponent, putting it out in front, made this problem a lot more basic for me to evaluate. Last one, number 6. Here on number 6, I have base 2 and base 6, so I never can bring these logs together as one. When I was looking at number 3 and number 4, the bases were the same on those, so I could bring it together as one. This one I can't, but I can use some properties to help me evaluate this. So here we go. On number 6, log base 2, square root of 2, we learned earlier, is 1/2 power. Here, this log base 6 of 136, some of you right now may know that what power of 6 gives you 1 over 36. You might know it's negative 2. But I can use a property. If I have division in my value, I have the right to say log base 6 of 1 minus log base 6 of 36. So I can take this quotient and split it up into 2 logs, same base, with a subtraction sign. All right, so let's do this, left to right. Log base 2, 2 to the 1/2. Well, using the property, I probably put 1/2 out in front. Then, log base 2 of 2, well, that's equal to 1. 1 times 1/2, well, that's 1/2. Then plus, now I'm going to evaluate this. Log base 6 of 1. 6 to what power gives you 1? Well, the only way to get 1 is 0. So this right here is 0 minus, right here, 6 to what power gives you 36? 2. So these two are 0 minus 2, which is negative 2. And then 1/2 plus negative 2, that's negative 1 and 1/2. So using properties, help me evaluate this. All right, thanks. Good luck on your assignment.